Hello everyone, today's video is going to be an empties. I wanted to share some beauty products that I used up fully. I make a really big effort to make it through beauty products instead of just using them a few times and then setting them aside. Inevitably, there will be products you buy that don't work for you, that you don't want to keep incorporating into your daily routine. But a lot of the time, the empties products I feature are things I really love. So I make it through quite a few products every year. Today I'm sharing some makeup, skincare, and hair products that I've been using over the last few months, probably like late summer into winter, and I'll let you know what I think, if the products are worth the money, if they're not, if they are staples for me, or if I've been able to replace them. I did use up two of my favorite complexion products. I've actually been using these two together for probably like the last 6 months for the most part. I mean, I do switch it up from time to time, but these are two really reliable products I love. The first one is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I probably go through one of these like I want to say like 6 months. It's been my favorite foundation ever since they launched it a few years ago. It just looks very skin-like, but it has really good coverage and it stays in place really well throughout the day. I think this is a very customizable foundation in that the way you prep your skin can kind of change how this wears. So if you go in with a really hydrating base, it's going to look and feel more hydrating on the skin. If you go in with a matte base, it's going to keep your skin a little bit less oily throughout the day, which I think is true of a lot of foundations, but some foundations are just very matte, some are very glowy no matter what. And I do think you can kind of adjust this one. You can use a sponge to really sheer it out and make it look very natural, or you can build it up. So that's why I love this, because no matter what type of look I'm going for that day, I can usually achieve it with this foundation. And it just wears so nicely with whatever primer I wear underneath and whatever powder I put on top. So this one just never lets me down. I also used up one of my favorite setting powders. The Bakerie Flower Setting Powder is such a nice formula. It's a very, very lightweight powder. So it does a great job of locking your makeup into place, whether that is your foundation or your cream cheek products, but it doesn't look heavy or cakey on the skin. It's not overly mattifying, which I like, because I feel like if you're pairing it with dewy or glowy cheek products, it kind of allows that glow to come through in a really natural way. But it's very smoothing, just very soft and pretty on the skin. So if you're looking for a soft powder that kind of leaves your skin with more of like a diffused look, this is a great option. I have the shade Oat. I just finished this product up this morning. It's the Sunday Riley CEO 15% Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I love the texture of this product. I don't know what happened to my skin over the past year or two, but it felt like every product, especially every vitamin C serum, was so irritating to my skin. And I would apply it to my face or my neck or my chest, and all of a sudden my skin was so red and so irritated. So I started using this one again, I think like back in the spring, and I just love it. It's very gentle on the skin, but I do find that it is effective. It just works to brighten up my skin. If I deal with dark spots, usually due to like a breakout and scarring, I feel like it brightens those areas up. My face as a whole just kind of looks very smooth, very, very even. And again, the product itself does not irritate my skin, which is so important to me these days because my skin is so sensitive. So I do plan on picking this up again. I'll probably grab it during Sephora's VIB sale so I can get a little bit of a discount on it. I'm almost out of this product. I have a very small amount left, but I figured I would mention it in today's video because I'll be done with it over the next week or two, and then I don't need to hang on to it. But it is the BeautyPie YouthBomb 360 Facelift Serum. This actually has a ton of benefits. I mean, you can read about them on their website, but it's supposed to firm, lift, tighten, soften lines and wrinkles, boost radiance, and enhance luminosity. They say you can use this in the morning and at night, which when I was first testing it out, I was using it twice a day, but then I just mainly started using it in the morning. After I wash my face, typically I'll apply this product and then apply a vitamin C on top, follow up with a moisturizer and an SPF. And I feel like that's the perfect time to use it because I do find that when I use this product, my skin looks very, very glowy, but not in like an overly dewy way. It really just makes your skin look naturally radiant. And I do find that this combined with a vitamin C makes such a difference. Like there's something about this that almost boosts the benefits of the vitamin C serums I'm using, or they just work really well together. I love this product. I'll just kind of drop a dropper full into my hand, spread it all over, kind of press it into my face, and I do think I notice a difference in the way my skin looks and feels when I use this. But again, I do use vitamin C very regularly as well, so I just find that these two products work well together. I have a couple of mascaras to talk about in today's video. I think I finished these up at like the very end of 2022. I cannot wait to use this one again. I've been waiting until I make my way through a couple of other open mascaras I have. the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I did repurchase this because I think it was on sale during 21 Days of Beauty, which is usually when I do pick up a few high-end mascaras. This is such a good tubing mascara. I was never a fan of tubing mascaras, and I feel like that's kind of changed over the last few months, but this product jump-started that for me. It's such a dramatic mascara. It does a great job adding a ton of volume, a lot of length, and it stays in place really well. I do think I went through it a little bit more quickly than I do other mascaras, and I don't know if I don't want to say it comes with less product. I'm just kind of looking at all of the ones I have in front of me. They all come with similar amounts of product except this Milani one. But I do think I kind of, really layered this one on, built it up because you can get a ton of drama out of it. So I did end up repurchasing it. I can't wait to use it again. I just need to finish up a couple of other mascaras I have open. I also love this one. This was like my favorite mascara of 2022. It is the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. So I did actually use this today. I wore this today. I have another one open with a little bit of the Milani Lash Extensions Mascara, which is another tubing mascara I've actually been enjoying. It has been like so up and down with that mascara. Initially, I hated it, then I liked it a little bit, then I wasn't sure, and now I do really like it, but I really only use it as like a layering mascara on top of something else. This one's great on its own. I do think it adds a lot of curl and lift and makes my lashes look so long. It really does such a great job. But the Milani one just kind of stretches them and takes them to the next level. So this really is like my all-around favorite formula right now. I think it is so good. And then another one of my favorites is the Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara. Again, a super dramatic formula. This gives my lashes a ton of volume, a lot of length. This one does have the tendency to get a little bit clumpy, especially compared to Tower 28. But it also ends up looking a lot more dramatic on the eyes. So these are 3 mascaras that I think I will continue to repurchase over and over. I have so many mascara favorites. It's kind of hard to narrow it down to like my number one. I mean, I say the Tower 28 one, but there are just so many good mascaras out there that I have fallen in love with. I feel like I could do like a video on my top 10, and I would like them all for similar reasons, but also for different reasons as well. I like to layer mascaras as well, so I'm not usually like a only have one open type of person. I did use up 2 products from Murad. I really like Murad skincare products. I like that they make it very easy to build a routine based on your skin type or your preferences. I know other brands do that, but sometimes I feel like it's hard to know which products to mix and match. Murad just makes it a little bit easier. If you go on their website, you can kind of build a routine based on what you're looking for. Anyway, I used up 2 of the products from their Environmental Shield line. So I did use up the Essencial-C cleanser, which I like using this one in the morning. It kind of has like a little bit of a citrus scent to it, and it's the perfect lightweight texture, especially for a morning cleanser during the spring and the summer. There's another Murad cleanser that I'm using right now. They have like a new one that's meant for eczema-prone skin, which has been so nice during the winter time. That one's like very creamy. This one is very lightweight, so it was great for me when my skin was more oily during like the hot summer months. It took me a while to get through this because there is a ton of product in here. Eventually I started using it like morning and night to finish it up, but I love using this one as a morning cleanser. I also used up the Rapid Dark Spot Correcting Serum. This is the 2nd bottle of this I've gone through in the past few years. How much does this come with? 1 fluid ounce. I feel like this lasts a really long time. I think because it is a serum and not a cream, like a little bit goes a very long way. And if you deal with dark spots, whether that is due to like aging or the sun or acne scarring, a product like this is so nice because it just kind of speeds up the process to fade them. Like obviously a vitamin C is going to target that as well, but there's something about this product that I feel like works very, very effectively. So sometimes I would use this before my vitamin C, especially if it is more of a cream formula like Sunday Riley, and sometimes I would kind of like alternate them. I wanted to share my thoughts on a couple of hair products. I did use up the Verb Hold and Volume Strong Hairspray. I picked this up during, when was it? It was a while ago, during like a Sephora VIB sale, because my favorite hairspray just wasn't really doing it for me anymore, the Kenra hairspray. I felt like it was leaving my hair very crunchy, very hard feeling. So I decided to try this one and I really like it. It does a great job at adding like a lot of volume to your hair. I actually did end up repurchasing it and I was using it yesterday and I was in a big hurry, so I actually washed my hair and then I blow dried it and I wanted to curl it, but I didn't have a ton of time. So I threw in like very quick loose waves, flipped my head upside down and like sprayed this all over, flipped it back around, and my hair was so big, like so full, almost too full. But I feel like I was amazed all over again at the amount of volume this adds to your hair. And it definitely creates more of like a soft, touchable feel rather than like locking your hair or locking your curls into place with like a hard, crunchy feel. So I do like this, but I do think throughout the day, my hair or the curls tend to fall out. So by the end of the day, my hair was almost straight, which is fine because in the moment it does add a ton of volume, and that volume will last for a couple of hours. So I was just going somewhere in the morning, and by the time I got home, I just threw my hair up in a bun anyway. But I think it does a great job. It's very touchable. It does add volume without adding like that crunchy feel to it. So like I said, I did end up repurchasing it. I think it's a great option. A product that I don't plan on repurchasing is this one from Dry Bar. It is the Detox Dry Shampoo. It is way too intense for me. It is the strongest dry shampoo I've ever tried. If you have an extremely oily scalp and you feel like no dry shampoo cuts it, I feel like this one could work for you, but it has a couple of other cons that might not be ideal for you. So first of all, it is very, very strong, like I said. If I spray this in my hair at night, the next morning when I wake up, like my hair is not oily even a little bit. I can actually stretch my hair to like third and fourth day hair if I'm using that. And that has never been the case for me with any dry shampoo. It's stronger than the IGK one, which I love, their Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. But this leaves a major white cast, like the strongest white cast I've ever seen with any formula. So if I spray this in my hair at night, like the next morning when I wake up, my hair is still very, very white. I usually will just kind of like shake it out, brush it out if it's any other formula. I can't even do that with this one. I have to like get my blow dryer, and I know that's a hack that a lot of people do, and it kind of like blends it in, but even still, I noticed that my hair kind of has like a little bit of like a dull gray or white cast to it, even once I blend this in. So it does, you know, completely erase all of the oil in your hair, but it almost makes your hair look very dull, very dry. The other major con for me, this has such a strong scent. It's like a clean, fresh, powdery scent. It's very, very intense to the point where it almost gives me a headache every time I use it, even if I use a really small amount. So there are days where I would use this. I mean, I did finish it up because it was very effective. So if I found myself on like the third day and I didn't want to wash my hair, I might use this product, but I would have to keep in mind that my hair would look like it would have strong white cast and a very strong scent, to the point where like if you're out in public, other people are probably getting a headache from you wearing this too. But it is very effective. So there are pros and cons, but for me, I won't be repurchasing it. I did use up this Soul Body body cream. I think this was part of a holiday set. And actually, let me just check their website because I'm kind of curious about this. This smells really good. I had the sparkling mimosa scent. So it had like a little bit of like a citrusy feel, maybe like a touch of champagne. It smelled really, really good, and I loved using it. I think the actual formula is so nice. It's creamy without being overly hydrating. So it didn't leave your skin feeling like sticky or like too wet when you applied it. Like it did sink in, and it left my skin feeling really nice throughout the day. So I was kind of curious. Okay, I'm on the Soul Body website. So they have a body scrub and body cream set. So for $30, you get the body cream and then also the scrub. Okay, now I remember because I do still have the scrub. I haven't worked my way through that yet fully. $30, that feels kind of high for how much you get because I went through this kind of quickly. I tried it initially when I got it, but I have a couple of other body creams I was kind of working through, and then over the last few weeks I really focused on using it, and I feel like it didn't take me very long to use it up fully. So I don't know, $30 seems kind of expensive. I like the body scrub, but there are other body scrubs I enjoy maybe a little bit more. So I would, if I was going to repurchase this, I would just purchase this on its own, but I don't know that they sell it on its own. I did use up the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind hair mask, which is one of my favorites. I go through one of these like every few months. I did recently discover a new favorite from the brand Coco and Eve, so I think I'm going to stick with that one for a little while. This one is very nourishing, really, really hydrating. It leaves my hair feeling soft, but the Coco and Eve one is even better, which I didn't actually think I would ever find a replacement for this because I love this so much. I've actually been using it for years, but I do think I prefer the formula from Coco and Eve. So maybe I'll go back to this one eventually, but the Coco and Eve one has really done amazing things for my hair. That being said, I am going to repurchase this product from Briogeo. Again, this has been a favorite for years. It is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. This is very, very effective. There is a shampoo and a conditioner. I was using the conditioner as well which I've tried like on and off over the years, and that really just doesn't feel like a staple for me. I don't think it is a completely necessary step. I think you could really use any deep conditioner after using this product, or a regular conditioner, but I do typically go in with a deep conditioner. That being said, this product is worth the money. I haven't tried a scalp scrub that I like as much as this. A lot of scalp scrubs can be overly abrasive, and this one is very gentle. It has like those exfoliating properties, but it's in like a very creamy, easy to use base. So I find that it actually spreads throughout the hair really nicely. And usually I'll just kind of like lightly spread this around my scalp and then take like a scalp massager tool and really work it in. And because it is in more of like a, I guess, a creamy base, rather than a typical scrub, it just really works into a nice lather. If you use a lot of dry shampoo or you have like an itchy or irritated scalp, a product like this is going to make such a difference. Sometimes during the winter, I feel like my scalp is just very dry, a little bit irritated, especially because I do use dry shampoo and I was using this really strong one. And this product just completely relieves any irritation. I also find that if my hair looks like it's getting easily weighed down, because I do use products in it, if I use this product, it just completely like lifts it and my hair is weightless again. So I do think it is important to use like some sort of clarifying or exfoliating shampoo if you're using hair products, especially dry shampoo. And in my experience, this one is very effective because it's also really soothing on the scalp. So again, if you deal with any sort of itchiness or irritation or dryness, this product feels great. So I will always repurchase that. I used this product up a little while ago. It's the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip Set and Refresh Spray. I think I actually maybe used this one up, was it like right after my last Empties or right before? Probably right after my last Empties, but I love this product. I ended up repurchasing the full-size version of it, and it is something that I love to use, especially during like the fall and the winter when my skin is more dry. They market it as a setting spray, but I love using it as a priming spray because I do find that it hydrates the skin, but also helps to lock your makeup into place really well. So this product is really nice. It actually kind of replaced this product for me, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This was my last primer water, and Smashbox discontinued this, right? They did. I'm on their website and it says, this product is discontinued. If you loved it, try the Photo Finish Revitalize 8-in-1 Primer Essence. Oh, what's that? It's supposed to prep, plump, and strengthen the skin. So I guess they technically have a new version of it, but I don't know. I really liked this product for years and years. And I know a lot of people said it didn't do anything for them, but I did find that when I used this before I did my makeup just went on so nicely. Thankfully, the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip I think is better because not only does it hydrate my skin, it also helps to kind of give my makeup something to grip onto. So in the end, it's not the end of the world that this has been discontinued. I feel like this product works just as great, but I made it through like my final primer water. I used up this little mini Drunk Elephant Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. I do think their cleansing balm is really nice. I was repurchasing it over and over for a little while, but I do think the e.l.f. one does just as great of a job. And right now I'm not on like a big, what are these called? What are these called? I was just talking about them. I'm not on a big cleansing balm kick. I'm kind of more into like cleansing oils, micellar waters. They're a little bit more lightweight, but I do think this one works well. It's just, you know, you have to pay a little bit more for it. I think price per ounce, it kind of breaks down and it ends up being, I want to say it ends up being somewhat similar to less expensive options, but I don't know. I'm not on a big cleansing balm kick this winter. I did use up a moisturizer from Peach and Lily. I think I started using this back in the fall, and I do like Peach and Lily skincare products, but I feel like a lot of them are very lightweight and probably more ideal for me during the spring and the summertime rather than like the fall and the winter when I've been reaching for something a little bit more intense. This is like almost like a watery gel cream moisturizer, so it feels very refreshing on the skin. And again, I think it's probably more ideal for me during like the spring, especially in the morning, or the summer in the morning before I do my makeup. But I don't think it is the most ideal option during the winter. Right now I'm using a moisturizer from Osea that is so good. I did a video with them back in January. They sent me the product in December to test out, and it made such a difference. Like, it balanced my skin so quickly. It's very rich, very, very luxurious. So if you deal with dry skin, it just kind of like, you know, takes care of that dryness, it hydrates your skin, but it doesn't leave your skin feeling oily. In fact, since I started using that, my skin just hasn't been as oily and it's not dry either. It's like kind of more balanced overall. I did finish up the Urban Decay Brow Blade. Again, I haven't repurchased this in a while, but I seem to always have one of these on hand. There was some sort of QVC deal where I got like 4 for the price of 1 or 2. So I think I'm almost done with these. I just love this product. I always say like the NYX products have kind of replaced it, but sometimes it's just nice to go back to this. The pencil is the perfect shade. I like the brow tip or the brow tint pen because it's very thin, very easy to apply. I still love it. I did use up my Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner. I usually go through these like every 3 or 4 months. There are other formulas that I've been using on and off throughout the years, but I always like to have my Function of Beauty formula on hand because for me, it's just like a reliable formula. I don't know about you, but like depending on what shampoo and conditioner I use that morning, it's going to make a difference in the way that my hair looks after I style it. If I use like an intensely hydrating formula, my hair won't curl well. If I want to like embrace my natural hair texture, I have to use a certain formula for that. The Function of Beauty formula is just like a good, reliable formula. No matter what I'm doing with my hair that day, I know it's going to look good when I use that one. So I always have that one on hand. A few more skincare products. I did use up the Keys Soulcare Be Luminous Exfoliator. A little bit of this goes a long way. So it took me a very long time to go through this. I also don't use this product like every single week. I probably use it like once every 2 weeks. It's very similar to the Dermalogica Microfoliant, if you've tried that. Basically, you pour some into your hand, you add some water and like work it into a lather, and then it's going to exfoliate your skin. It is a physical exfoliator, which for me, I do tend to use more chemical exfoliators overall, but every once in a while, I do like a physical exfoliator. It just kind of depends. So I think there is a time and place for physical exfoliators. I think in the past, I've been guilty of overusing them, so I really don't use them super often, but every once in a while, I do think it makes a difference. So I like that one. But the scent is not my favorite. I don't even know how to explain the scent other than that it kind of smells like a flower shop mixed with like an elderly person's perfume. Like it's not super pleasant to me personally. I don't know, I'm reading online and it looks like some people like the scent, some people don't. So I think it's going to come down to personal preference. They don't have an actual description of the scent, which is the only thing. But I do think the product itself is really great, but I think I'll probably stick with the Dermalogica one. I think that one is very, very effective. And I don't know, like that one almost works into a foamy lather a little bit easier than this one. Like this one feels slightly more abrasive. And then last thing, I did use up this Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. This is a nice mascara. I think it does a good job at adding volume, but I think I like the other Ilia mascara better than this one. I think this is the newer one. Yeah, the Limitless Lash Lengthening Mascara has like bristles that do a great job curling and adding volume, and then you flip it over and it has more of a lengthening side as well, whereas this one just kind of adds volume. So I think if I'm going to purchase an Ilia mascara, I'll stick with the other one. I don't know that they've really impressed me enough to want to run out and repurchase them. Like I would definitely go with one of these options over Ilia. So to me, I guess that says it's not a must-have for me. It's good, but not great by any means. Okay, that's everything I wanted to share with you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like Empties videos, I film these every few months, so I would love for you to subscribe because I'm sure I'll have another one in the spring. But I appreciate you being here and watching today's video. I'll see you very soon with a new one. Bye.